To this new Visual Basic lesson. In today's lesson, we will learn about the Visual Basic arrays. So what is an array? An array is a list of variables with the same name and data type. And to declare an array, we use the keyword dim, the same like we do with the variables. Then we give the array a name, then an open and closed parentheses to indicate the upper bound of the array. Then we give the array a data type, as you can see in the example below. Now, arrays are zero based. So when we give our array a size of 5, Visual Basic gives us 6 elements to store, because as we said earlier, arrays in Visual Basic are zero based. As you can see from this example, if you count, we have 6 values in this array, which is declared to have a size of 5. So the 0 index is assigned for the element Boca Raton, then the 1 is for the element West Palm Beach, and it goes all the way to the 5, which is Miami in our example here. So this is something important to remember, is that Visual Basic arrays are zero based. As you can see, Visual Basic stores each element in its own memory space, and in order to access these elements, we use the index of the array. So to access Boca Raton, for example, we use the 0 index, and to access West Palm Beach we use the 1 index, and so on. So now let's go to Visual Basic and work with some examples. I have started a project, named it Arrays, as you can see from the Solution Explorer, and I have a form, and in my form I have 4 buttons and a list box. For each button, I changed the text property to something meaningful, like this one here. I said clear list box, and it's also name property to something meaningful, and I have here btn clear, and for each button I did the same thing. Here text is array and name is btn array, and I did that for all these buttons. I did not change the name property for the list box, because that's the only list box I have in my form, and therefore I don't need to change it. Alright, now I'm gonna double click on the array button to create a click event and start working with some code. So far we have learned how to declare variables and how to assign values to them. So if we wanted to declare an integer variable, we do this: dim I as integer equals 20. So this is how we have been doing so far. And if we wanted, for example, to declare a string variable, we go like this: dim str name as string equals Visual Basic, for example. Okay, now this works, but what if we want to declare more than one variable with the same name and the same data type? How do we do that? For example, if we wanted to declare variables to store the states of the United States, so using this method we have to do this: dm str state 1 as string equals, for example, Florida. Alright, then we have to come here and say dim str state 2 as string equals California, for example. Okay, and we have to do that for all the states that we want to declare. If we want to declare 40 states or 30 states, we have to declare each one separately. This is not good practice, and it is not also efficient. This is not a good way to write code. So here the arrays come handy. I'm gonna delete all this, and I'm gonna declare an array of numbers. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say dim int numbers as string, as integer. All right, and here, before I give it the data type, I'm gonna put open and close parentheses. Okay, so basically here we have declared an array. We also need to give the array a size. I'm gonna give it a size of 5, and here we are telling Visual Basic that we will have an array of size 5, meaning we will have 6 elements in our array, because as we said earlier, arrays in Visual Basic are 0 based, and therefore I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna come here and say int numbers, then 0 index equals 5. Okay, and I'm gonna take this, copy, paste, 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 paste. So here is index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, and I'm gonna come here one more time, and index 5, and I'm gonna change this to 10, these to 15, these to 20, 25, and 30. Okay, now this is my element, this is the index, and this is the value that I assigned to the element in index 0. Okay, and this is element here. Okay, because each variable inside the array is called an element, and this is an index. Okay, position 1, and in this element I stored the value 10, and this is true for the rest. Now, in order to get the values in the array and display them into the list box, we do this. So I'm gonna say me that list box 1 that items that add. Okay, I'm gonna use now the array name. I'm gonna say this int numbers followed by the index of the array, which is 0 here. I want to display the element in position 0, which is 5. All right, so let's save this and run it. Okay, I'm gonna drag this here, click the array button, and it shows me 5. It's good. All right, I'm gonna close it, and in order to show another element, I'm gonna copy, come here, paste. I just have to change the index number. So let's say we want to see the number 20 in index 3, so I'm gonna put number 3. Okay, again I'm gonna debug it, bring this up here. So when I click, we should see number 5 and number 20, and there they are. All right, now we can use loops here to loop through the array. One of the most common used loop is the for next loop. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to the design view, click on the for next loop button, and write the following code. I'm gonna come here first, comment this out, take this and make it local variable. So this variable will be seen in all the form here. Okay, it will be seen and manipulated by any subroutine here in this form. So I'm gonna come here and take all this, Control C to copy and Control V here. So now I'm gonna do this to loop through my array. I'm gonna say for I as integer equals 0 to 5. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say me that list box 1 that items that add, and I'm gonna use the array name int numbers, and of course use the counter, which is I. Okay, so now I'm gonna loop through all these elements here. So let me save this, debug it, and click the for next loop. And as you can see, my loop is working. So it looped from 5 to 30. These are all the values I have in my elements. Okay, now let's do this. Let's for instance, if we do not know the size of the array, or if the size keeps changing, we can do this. We can say from 0 to int numbers that length. Okay, and with the that length property, basically we are telling Visual Basic that we need you to loop through our array from the starting point to the end point. That's what the length is. Alright, so let's see how this works. Okay, I'm gonna debug it. Bring this here. And sure enough, it gave me an error. Okay, I'm gonna close this and come here, and the reason is because, as we said earlier, arrays in Visual Basic are 0 based. So basically Visual Basic here, if you count, it's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're telling it the length here that it is 5. Alright, in order to clear that, to fix that, we do -1, and now when we do that, it's gonna work. I'm gonna save, debug, come here and click, and now it's working. So make sure that you are aware of the concept of arrays in Visual Basic, that it is 0 based. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the design view and double click on the for each. Yes, right here, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna copy all this, Control C, Control V here, and I'm gonna say this now for each num in int numbers. Okay, and I'm gonna say me that list box 1 that items, okay, that add, and here I'm gonna say num. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna save this, click the start button, and come here and click the for each loop, and there it is. Alright, now I can click the for next loop, the array, which everything is working. Now let's learn how to clear the list box. I'm gonna close this and come to the form view, double click on the clear button and cut this and take it to the top, paste it here. Oh, let me, what's happening here? Okay, I'm gonna, okay, and I'm gonna say this, me that list box 1 that items that clear. Alright, so save, debug, Now when I drag this here, I click the array and clear the list. Click the for next loop, clear the list, click the for each loop, clear the list, and it's working fine. So this is an introduction to arrays in Visual Basic. We will take a look at other examples of arrays in the upcoming lessons. With this, we come to the end of this lesson. I thank you for watching and you have a good day.